Alrighty, welcome as we are beginning our session today. A full Thursday crew. How lucky are they that they have the crew, or how unlucky is it those that displayed today? That is the question as they delve deeper into the tunnels. Beneath the last session, they discovered those that had stolen the item from the person they had talked to in the dark before, up above. And interestingly, have now, after getting the item, have decided to leave these rather dubious moral people at their back, and as they continued down. We're going to come up. Of course, it was intense negotiation, but thanks to quick thinking and a few well-placed threats, they were able to get it without any bloodshed for the moment. So, now, as we jump in here... You're coming down to this tunnel. It opened into a huge underground grotto of dark stone. The causeway led to an old crumbling throne which sits above a lagoon that covers most of the room. Bubbles occasionally burst at the surface of the pool, releasing an acrid odor. An inscription of gold inlay is worked into the base of the throne, but that is the most meager of the treasures in the room. Truly impressive piles of treasure surround it. Glowing gems, ancient gold coins, and treasure chests. A hoard fit for a king. So where we left off. And what would you like to do?
Gods above! With this much money.
This might not be ours. And Xandos will look to Selkas and say, I think we might need you to talk to Grimshail for us.
Selkas kind of like gestures to the air in front of us. I don't see Grimshail. What actually, now that I think of it, I never got an apt description of what Grimshail looked like.
That's because they couldn't see in the dark. But what were we getting for him? It was something that like 5 people came down and took, right?
Right, it's this, and I'll hold up the gem that, in the skull. I think is the eye.
And he said we could take everything else, right?
Right, as long as we return this, we were allowed to take anything else we find.
But this might be their room, and they might have assumed we went to take things from them in their room.
Why would we assume that this is their room if they can come down here? They could have just gotten this trinket back themselves.
Can anyone currently detect magical auras?
Not really.
Obi.
I can. I just need a little time. It's not something I can just. I need a little time to like kind of get my. I hold up the little stone amulet. I gotta like kind of charge it up, get it going.
What are you waiting for? Start.
Okay. All right. I'll start.
Might help us narrow down what we want to take.
I will sit down and I will start ritually casting detect magic on my amulet.
I'm gonna
While,
look for platinum specifically.
while Orion's doing that, I'm kind of just gonna be. Selkis is gonna be keeping out like an eye out behind us because he remembers that we left the those other guys kind of tense, and I know they were like kind of preparing in case like we attack them from behind. But what if they attack us from behind?
Indeed. All right, so you're watching back there. Very good.
I would say Xanatos is like back with Selkis as well, just because he hates Belril and is trusting Alaric, like because he has the gem and he has Orion there and Calder there. But as he like goes past, I'll say to whisper, "Hey, so I know this isn't your group, and I know you might not have signed up for a dragon, but just be careful. I don't know if we told you, but we encountered a dragon."
Presumably, it was dark. They couldn't see anything.
What kind of dragon would it be if it was one? Do we think?
Because if it was a dragon, you tend to, they have an effect on the area around them when they make a lair. So we would see something of that. And since, we're not seeing that, guys.
I look at the bubbling, sort of acrid lagoon. Are you sure about that?
I don't really know much about dragons.
That's right, black dragons. That's an acid thing, right?
A little bit, yes.
Okay, but if that's the only thing, like they had, like for miles, isn't it? Like that they're supposed to affect. They're a highly magical being.
It depends on how long it's been there, Lair, I think.
One pool of acid does not a black dragon's lair this make.
But so what's a black dragon aside from other dragons? Is it just color? Is there nothing else? Really?
There's a few other details, like the color of the scales, the element of its breath, weapon, what it can spew forth. Some of them are better at swimming than others, I think. And some are quite larger, depending on how old they are, I think. And then, of course, they tend to be... They can sort of ignore whatever element they are... How do I say it? Whatever they're able to breathe out of their mouth, it doesn't really hurt them so much.
I see. Hey, Calder or Jonathan, by the way, kind of freeze framing right now. Very stylish.
Right, he is.
This is so much money.
Yeah, GM, how far away are we from these big piles of treasure?
I mean, right now you're entering in. You just have to kind of cross the kind of causeway that goes over the water or over the pool here.
And about how long is that causeway?
20 feet or so, I believe.
Oh, okay. We also might want to inspect the structural integrity of that bridge.
And traps.
Right.
Check for magic. Check for traps. Check for the structure of a building.
Yeah.
I can do one thing at a time.
I didn't mean all at once.
The last time you tried to do one thing at a time, you failed to steal a gemstone. So
And you can get a better idea too. I have activated the maps.
Oh.
I mean, to be fair, I was also trying to duplicate myself while hiding in plain sight. It would have been easier if my brother was paying more attention.
Oh, man.
Oh, and there he goes.
So there are did someone do detect magic? Is that what
I'm ritually casting it.
Okay, so you're taking some time. Okay.
It's going to take me 10 minutes because I can't afford to burn any more spell
Yeah.
slots.
I'm not going to cross the bridge. I'm in no big hurry, so I'm just waiting until that ritual is done.
Matt, if you want to put it up, I am sharing.
Hmm.
But no, Xanatos, it doesn't surprise me that a dragon has moved in. Although one could question whether or not when it moved in.
So right now everyone's just kind of hanging out at the entrance, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does anyone else think it's odd that there's a throne there?
Certainly indicates ego.
But for a dragon?
It's true.
Xantos called. Celicus or Whisper, do you by chance know of any reason why there would be that throne?
Well, if the throne itself is a magical artifact or holds some historical significance, sounds like something that a dragon would hoard.
If it is some really powerful artifact, would it be right to give it to a dragon? What might it want with it if it is a powerful magical item? Are dragons given to scheming like that?
Well, maybe the dragon doesn't have any plans for it. What if the point of a hoard is just to have things?
I don't
More
know. I'm
things-
not a dragon.
Right? It's like my hoard is bigger than yours. That maybe it gives them bragging rights to other dragons or something.
I hope that's it. I hope that's all it is.
Those kobolds said that Grimshale was someone definitely to be feared. That they revere her above their Grand Master.
Yeah, they almost made it sound like they worshipped her or something.
So
I think we can all agree, moving forward, we should be very, very careful.
Orion, as your ritual finishes, you can see distinctly 3 auras within the treasure hoard.
Okay. All right. Before we do venture across or anything, I do want to open my bag really quick and with detect magic, I just want to look at that hilt of that sword that I had found,
Indeed.
and want to see if that was illuminating any magic either.
So it does, and you can see now that you're doing that, you actually can see almost like caught in the rock in the middle of kind of the water, the bridge that goes over the water here seems to be a piece of a blade that is resonated the same aura.
But it's in the actual water.
No, it's like stuck in the bridge.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like in the water under the bridge. Okay. All right. And then as I also look over toward Xanatos, is that axe radiating some magic too?
Yes.
All right.
I just had one more thought. Sorry. I would like to pull out the map that we've been using real quick to see if the map references this room in any way.
It does not. It doesn't seem to reference any of this area that you've come into.
Okay.
It seems to be outside of the ruins.
I was going to ask Matt if it is the architect similar to what we've seen in the ruins of Draconia.
Well, it seems very different. In fact, like the room you were just in with like its contraptions and stuff, this all seems to not jive with the Draconia ruins. Maybe this was predated it. It's hard to tell.
All right. Well,
Ruins under ruins.
let's make our way across. I'm gonna take the lead on this one. Xanatos, really quick, by the way. Plus on that X, buddy. Big plus.
Oh, like look at it. Is it good plus or is it bad plus?
And I look through my little thing. Magic plus. I don't know what that means though.
Okay.
All right. I can't figure that spell out yet.
Yeah.
But
So
I'm
feel
gonna-
free to add your tokens to the map and
all right.
stuff. Moving here.
Let's see.
How are you guys doing all that?
So, do you know how to get to the map, Sage?
No, I
Yeah,
don't.
on your character sheet, there's a little play button up at the top that you can hit, and it says "Open Maps" or "Go to Maps" or "Launch Maps."
Character sheet. On D&D Beyond?
Yes.
I don't see it on my phone. Does it have to be on the computer?
It might be.
Okay.
I would think so. I don't think Maps works on the phone. That'd actually be quite a lot for a phone to handle.
Okay.
How far would you say that that blade, by the way, the other part of the sword is from
It's
where
about
we are?
halfway across there. So
So I'm already there.
yeah,
You're
once you
there.
go through, yeah. I was assuming you were kind of more in the entrances as you were doing this. You know.
Yes. I was gonna check using my little piece first for magical trap, or if anything else radiates, and then along with I'm gonna actually check for traps to see if the bridge is gonna like break or something as we step out.
Yeah. Give me a perception check.
Okay. $13.
13. It looks fairly sturdy.
All right.
Bubble spot. Don't see any traps.
All right, I'm going to take the lead then and start walking out. And as I do, I'm going to just kind of like look left and right, watching the water too, to make sure. Like, I'm actually not looking at more of the water, but I just want to make sure like the rails aren't going to just give out and the whole side of the bridge falls over. But I'll
Wait,
go
so-
first.
Wait, how do I access the map? I've got D&D Beyond pulled up on the computer.
Yeah, so from your character sheet, you should be able to hit like it's like a red button with a white play symbol, I believe.
So, right next to where it says Campaign Thursday, there should be a triangle or a play button.
Old school play.
And that should bring up a new tab with the map in it.
Alright, so I'm pulling up the character. Wait, so what do I need to click?
So do you see where it says Campaign Thursday at the top of your character
Yeah.
sheet? Right
So
next to
launch
the play
game?
button?
Okay. This is also new to me. Alright. Okay, so token browser.
Yeah, I don't know what my computer is doing, so I'm on my phone and my iPad. So if somebody could put my token out and move me, I'd appreciate it.
Where would you like to be?
Probably by one of the piles of gold because I was looking for platinum specifically.
So you had already crossed the bridge. The rest of
Yeah,
us
it would've
haven't
been
crossed the bridge yet. We're all at the bridge. So
Cottage
Just to make
swap
sure.
cross.
Well, because wait, so Obi hadn't started scanning everything?
yeah,
We-
that'll
we
happen
just got it
after
out now.
you.
Okay,
After
well
drop.
then, I'd have been looking at least from where we were
Yeah,
for if there was piles of platinum because I would head there
you
first.
can definitely see platinum mixed in. So yeah,
There you
so
go,
was
right next
everybody
to your
wanted to?
brother.
So Matt, how far of a drop is it from the bridge to here?
So the stone kind of rests a bit into the water itself, so it's not much of one. You're not sure how deep the liquid is.
Okay, so there is water here, even though it doesn't look like it. It looks like there's water here and water on this side. This looks like a path.
The only roll, yeah, that's more like stone, basically.
Okay. So we're not all bogged in one place. I think Whisper would like to try and drop down and move this way and sort of just watch over here
Okay, you can move them if
in
you
case anything comes out of the
Whisper's sort
water.
on the corner. Okay, sounds good.
What are you doing, Whisper?
Oh, something you should know about dragons is they have breath weapons, and if you're all in a line, it's a bad thing.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
I'm getting some space.
it's understandable.
Wait, do blacks spray or is it like focused?
I have no idea.
That was directed at Whisper, but
Oh.
because they
I'm
were the
not
ones who just
sure.
mentioned it.
But what I know, and I know just enough to know that they have a blast that is terrible to be in a line or in a group.
Maybe Celicus knows.
That's speciest.
No, I mean, Draconia studied dragons a lot. It was a part of her culture. Maybe she
I'm
does
just
know.
kidding. I'm just
Or he
kidding.
does know.
We've also seen
Celicus.
Celicus use something similar.
You're
In
right.
general, it's either a cone or a straight line, depending on the strength of the dragon. I'm pretty sure it's much stronger than my lightning. Celicus kind of like clears his throat, and a little bit of sparks come out of his nose.
If they breathe their cone into a tube, can they turn it into a line?
It
What tube is
probably
gonna
would
hold-
destroy the tube?
Yeah, I was like, what tube is going to be able to be strong enough to contain dragon fire or?
A magical one.
Well, magic can do basically anything.
So, are you crossing as this is going on?
I'm gonna stop to pick up that blade,
Okay.
and then
Ours is gonna be a bit more tentative. Like he's probably gonna go like up towards like the end of the bridge, but he's not actually gonna step onto the platform proper.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk up with Obi.
when I pick up that blade, Jim, anything happen or anything, or it's just the blade just laying there?
So it looks like it's been like stuck into the stone, so it takes a little bit of a pull, but you are able to free it.
Okay. Then I'll just add that to my backpack with the other piece for the time being.
Mhm.
How
right.
long? Oh, sorry.
Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead. Silas.
How long of a walk was it from the baddies, the thieves, to this room?
About 100 feet.
That's so
Why-
close.
Why would they just leave all of this here then? Like
Maybe they haven't gone down this pathway yet.
That's what I'm thinking.
But that feels like almost absurd, though.
Or,
Like they
you know,
they knew they had a piece of treasure, correct? They were very willing, like I wouldn't say willing, but they traded us treasure for treasure. Angrily. Why would they just pass by all of this?
They must know something we don't.
Yep,
That-
probably.
while that may be true, we've also met Grimshale, and they haven't, likely. And where we have Grimshale's blessing to be here and to take what we will, because obviously they knew that we were going to come across this if we found the piece that they actually wanted. Like, which is why he was like, sure, you can take whatever you can carry. He knows we can't carry that much, like, comparatively to what's here.
True.
So he was willing to forego whatever amount we were going to take to whatever this thing is that Alaric has that he wants. It's clearly more important than his generic treasure.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
I still don't like this.
DM, can I do, or can we do like an insight check to see if like about this room, is this like the dragon's throne room? Like, is this like where its nest lair is, or is this just a random room?
Ours has good insight.
I don't know how you determine that. Like, I'm trying to think of like what
are there
things we-
claw marks or something like that shows that the dragon's been here?
Okay, so that's perception.
I
Yeah.
mean, or yeah,
Shed dragon scales.
yeah. Whoever has like best perception.
Oh, well, I was gonna-
Orion has the best passive perception.
I was gonna step on the platform at that point too. So as I step on there, do I see claw marks?
I'm stepping with, just as a note. I'm literally keeping step for step with my brother.
Yeah, I think with the passive perception, you're trying to look now. You can definitely see grooves that seem to be, well, parallel claws that might be there.
I mean, I am gonna. It seems like it's safe to cross, and I'm gonna start walking in the general direction of. You said I saw at least 3 items glowing.
Yeah.
All right.
Obi, what's the thing that Alaric's holding on to reading in your little aura reader?
You know, I was just thinking that too. Alaric, can you hold that thing up that you that we got back?
Sure. And I'll take it out of my pack and just hold it up in front of me. So
Oh yeah,
that-
that's magical.
Oh yeah. That's giving off a lot of magic.
It actually
like, so
has.
maybe-
It actually is giving off a golden aura.
Whoa.
What does the color
Evil.
mean, Obi?
So basically, it's like, like in school, gold means, you're number 1, silver means number 2, and then bronze means number 3. So that's the number 1.
So the highest level of magic that your aura reader can track. Is that what you were saying?
Absolutely. I have no idea what I'm doing except that I know it reads magic.
That tracks. All right. Well, what are the? You said 3 other things are glowing. Where do they fall on the podium?
All right. I'm going to walk over and I'll let you tell me where they are and I'll point.
Amazing. So you go up to the first pile, like on your character's right there.
Right.
And you can see buried in, just putting out, are these gauntlets that seem to have like what looks like nail and claw like worked into the metal, lined with silver. Look very sturdy. Have a tint of red to them.
So these gauntlets right here. Nice and fancy.
And I'll just start like moving coins out because you said they were buried. So he's just like, "Oh, these gauntlets here," and I see nothing. I'm like, "Okay."
Keep digging. Keep digging.
Yeah. Let's say yeah, give me a stealth check as you do that.
Me or my brother?
This would be Calder here, with advantage.
Okay, so we're at 20 or 21. I'll take 21.
Okay. So you're able to remove these large gauntlets. You have them.
So while
All right,
they've
Obi, what's
been
next?
while they've been like searching through all of the treasure and stuff, Celica still has been like keeping an eye on like the path from whence we came. Has there been any like anything from that hall tunnel?
Yeah, give me a perception check there.
I'm very distracted. 6.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to the next pile.
Staying back on the far side of the bridge, Alaric kind of says, "Can someone keep on the lookout for a pearl and maybe some incense?"
If I take a quick look after what we just pushed around, do we see a pearl?
I would say I need an investigation check.
All right.
I'll guide him.
Thank you. Ooh. 8 plus a D4. Ooh, 9 total.
Don't see anything that stands out to you.
We'll check the next pile, Alaric.
Thank you.
And as they've moved onto the platform, Whisper's going to kind of watch the water, see if there's any change, watch the throne, see if that changes in any way.
Okay. You watch as many changes. The bubbles keep like popping up occasionally.
Which direction looks like the next pile? The one to the south of my character, or the one kind of
Yeah, to the south there.
All right, Cal, right here.
Yep, I move with you.
Ours is going to start walking back to Alaric and Celicus.
Xanatos will investigate the actual throne. Like, see, like, if there's, like, anything, like, written, like a plaque or anything like that.
Absolutely. You see, it looks like something written in Gnomish.
As I goes, hey, does anyone speak Gnomish by chance? Or know why Gnomish
Nope.
would be written here?
I can read it. I'll point to whatever in the pile is glowing for Cal, and then I'll turn around and read what says on the throne to Xanatos.
All right. You see a small amulet is what you're pointing to.
So Cal, see that one right there?
No, but I'll find it, and I'll guide myself as I proceed with the next. If I would have the wherewithal to do as such.
Sounds good. Then go ahead and give me another stealth check. With advantage.
Got a 3 on the guidance. Where's my 19.
Then
So-
now, looking at the throne, it says, "To honor His Grace Ingo Merlon, the king who struck gold."
Honor His Grace. What was the name again?
Ingo Merlon.
Would any of us recognize that name?
I wouldn't say so.
Okay.
That's-
to- Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was
Go
just going to say, to clarify, Alaric does cross the bridge. He's not going to sift through piles of gold. He's just going to take a surface look to divide the search for a pearl.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Ours is going to clean himself off with prestidigitation.
14.
Okay. 13. Let's say, in the pile looking, you are able to find a few gems. Specifically, there is a pearl in here.
Kind of quietly to himself.
Actually, a black pearl.
Alaric will reach down and try to take just that pearl.
Okay, so give me a stealth check.
Okay.
Does he get advantage too?
Yes, it is advantage. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Cool. Okay. 16 on both dice, so an 18.
Okay. Take it up, sift. As you sift it here, it does seem to be worth about 150 gold. As you look, you feel that you could channel much of the magic that you've been thinking through. So you don't see any incense in here.
Okay.
Ours,
I'm happy with what I got.
ours looks up at Salukis and asks, "So, what are you doing?"
I'm keeping an eye on whether or not those thieves are going to be coming this way.
Huh. Have you seen any movement, anything out of the ordinary?
No, but Celica's kind of like looks towards the the bubbling water, and glancing at everybody digging through the treasure treasure behind him. I just have a bad feeling about this place.
I get what you mean. I really don't like it here either. It feels like we're mice barreling right into a trap.
All right. Before my spell runs out, I just want to see if me and Cal can find the last magic item I saw.
Indeed, you can see sticking out of it is a wooden staff carved into the shape of a snake.
Ooh.
And
That
that
Guide
gold,
myself and then try to pull that out as well.
All right.
and that gold is the cheese.
2 on guidance.
Get a stealth check with advantage.
Ooh. 15 total.
Okay. Pull it out, and a large part of the pile becomes unstable and makes and clatters against the ground.
Whoops.
Thieves! You hear bubbling and gurgling as splashes of the acrid liquid by the throne splash up, and you can see bone-like horns and black scales. The large form climbs, claws, dragon mouth open on top of the throne, and roars in anger. So, I've already done an auto initiative. Is there anything that anybody was adding to their initiatives?
Guidance?
Nope.
If I poop myself, can I get a +1?
Parsley, parsnips, parlay.
Okay. In that case, we have started. And it did get to go first here.
Fuck me.
Can I ask a really quick question? Does this sound like the same person that, or the same voice that me and
Yeah, it's this
Xanatos-
Grimshaw.
It sounds very different.
Oh,
Does
okay.
sound. You think
That's-
this is a different layer you have run into?
Okay, that's bad and good. Okay, cool.
Just so we clarified that one.
Oh, gods above!
So let me. Where? Here we go. That's what I want. So. Okay, so in that case, it's going to go ahead and it's got its turn. Let's get me my line.
Kelder, we're about to find out.
They're just a myth. No dragons shoot anything.
Okay, so.
So you think Celicus is a figment of our imagination? Got it.
That's see.
That's cool tool.
It is. Yeah, 'cause the dragon knows what it's doing. So the dragon's just going to go right here, get these two. Boom. So then Orion and Calder, I do need dexterity saving throws.
$17.
13.
Okay. So Calder, you are failing. Orion, you are succeeding. So,
Oh my gosh.
yep, that is 50 acid to the fail and 25 acid for the success.
I'm out.
I am down.
On the rest of its movement, it plunges into the liquid.
Oh no.
And with that, Calder, it is your turn. So death save.
At least
Yeah.
we'll die together, brother.
Sent it.
Nice. And then Orion.
How do we're supposed to send it to you privately, right?
You can do however you want to. But,
All right.
yeah, that's what a lot of people do.
All right, let me, I'm going to roll it privately then.
So happy because they actually made maps able to run combats effectively today.
They also added a spot to actually roll death saves, like a specific roll button there, which is nice. I hadn't noticed that.
All right.
Right. Whisper.
Oh boy. This is terrible.
Matt, I sent you in Discord.
Okay. I think when you run the dice, you can choose send to DM.
Yeah,
Oh,
if you just
okay.
hold on, if you right click the button.
Ah, all right.
But yeah.
So can I? So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to use my maybe too far. So bonus action, I'm going to cast Misty Step. Get
Nice.
over here. And then use my movement. Get to Calder. And I want to try using my action to fireman carry him,
Okay.
pick him up.
Yep. So put them up. Anything
And
else?
then next turn, I will try and use my movement and a dash action to get as far as we can.
Okay.
And I'm headed for the bridge.
All right. So you can move the rest of your movement. Go ahead and move the tokens. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. I can't move. I'm done. So
All right, Alec.
Okay. I need to check one thing, the range of this real quick, and then. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to move very quickly. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's like, we have to run. We have to run. And I just saw all that, then take all that acid in the face, so I'm going to take the dodge action. And that's my turn.
Very good. Ours.
So Ars takes a deep breath, and he says, if we kill that dragon, we can take all of this gold. It's going to chase us either way. Better take care of it now. And then he is going to use his action to throw up his hood, and he is going to plunge into the water.
Okay.
That's not okay. Bye.
And so that is 25 feet, I believe he just moved, right? Yeah, I believe so. And then he is going to then move another 35 feet, swimming in a
All
circle.
right. As you jump in, your skin begins to burn as you take 5 acid damage.
Okay, well that didn't work.
Oh my god.
That was bad.
We definitely said it was acid, right?
We definitely said it was acid.
I don't think anyone mentioned that.
It was boiling.
I thought there were creatures down there.
Nope.
Dang, I was stupid. Okay. Dang, was it obvious? If it was
Yes,
obvious,
we said it was acid. Like 3 of us said that.
Like I made a point about like dragons affecting their area, and I'm like, one pool of acid does not a black dragon signify.
Ours would not have done that. Then. That
Okay,
was
I'll
not-
let you. I'll let you. I'll let you.
Okay, so dang, I was just too eager to use my cloak.
It's all good. We're having fun here. Just what would you like to do?
Dang. Now y'all are not going to let that go for the whole campaign, are you?
That's like the goldfish effect in Critical Role.
Yeah. Hey, ours.
Everybody will have their turn.
That's acid.
Oh, okay. All right, so
Oh Christ.
okay, so Calder just got absolutely destroyed, and he's worried about him. So, are these 5-foot squares or 10-foot squares? They're 5-foot
5.
squares, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, he's gonna get right in the center. Man, I hope he does not recharge that breath. And then, so they're within, yeah, they're in range. So ours is then going to cast Aid again. So that's his last 2nd level slot. He whispers,
Max HP, right?
yes, and current HP. Yeah, it heals 5 and also gives you 5 extra max HP. So, yeah, and he's going to use that on himself. He's going to use that on Xanatos. And then he is going to do that on Calder. So he starts whispering these words of celestial power, and waves of positive energy wash over himself and both of you.
Okay.
Granting
You know
vigor
Orion
also.
is unconscious, right?
Orion is unconscious?
Yep.
Okay.
Orion.
And,
What about the water is acid as well? I don't know if you heard that.
Yeah, Orion and I are both unconscious.
Okay, I thought Orion saved, so he wasn't.
He did. He just doesn't have as much HP as even half the damage of that breath.
Yeah, okay. So, sorry, Xanatos. Ours is going to give the aid to Orion and Calder. He's going to lift the twins back up.
So
With
I
divine.
gotta ask you. He already cast 8 on me once today.
It doesn't stack. Aid doesn't stack. But you do still heal 5 hit points.
Yeah.
Okay.
The healing would happen still.
Okay,
It would just overwrite it. So.
got it.
All right. Anything else?
Well, hold on. Not really. Yeah, there's not really anything else he can do, except hope and pray that they live through this.
Got it. Celicus.
Well, never mind. I'm an idiot. Ours is going to activate innate sorcery. So he's going to call on his inner reserves of celestial magic. And yeah.
Perfect. Then Celicus.
So I had a plan. Whisper and ours changed that plan. So are there any rocks over here by the end of the bridge that I could pick up?
Yeah, there's some rocks.
All right, I would like to throw a rock into the water, kind of
The
over
water is acid, so just remember that.
the acid water.
Very different things.
The acid water. Towards like the area where Whisper used to be. So like I'm thinking of the fact like this dragon's in the pool of acid and like will be drawn to maybe like a particular like source via echolocation perhaps. So like if we're using cardinal directions, so like the western edge.
Okay.
So maybe he'll think like the dragon will think to go that way.
Fake it out. That's interesting. Okay.
Sounds good. So you kind of throw it, make a splash.
Yeah, do you think this would be like a deception of sorts?
Like, I mean,
I don't know. Is it? Am I? Do I have to throw to aim?
I'll do a deception. Give me a deception. Yeah.
It is a 10.
Okay.
Oh,
There was
man.
an attempt.
Kind of like hits onto the stone. It kind of rolls around and then rests, not going into the pool. And then you kind of like, and your voice of being disappointed just knocks it into the pool.
Matt, the pool is acid, by the way.
Anything else?
How dragging someone is essentially have movement, correct? Yeah.
If they're unwilling, if they're just unconscious, then if you have the regular carrying capacity, you're fine.
I would like to just move a little forward and drag Ulrich like off the bridge causeway thing. Come on, Ulrich, we're going together. Woo!
Very nice. Is that it?
Yes.
Then Xanatos.
Okay. Orion and Calder both have hit points now, is that right?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. And Calder's on Whisper and Orion is down still, like prone?
Yep.
Okay. Xanatos, like seeing like Calder and Orion go down, like just from that one blast, not again. Like just thinking back to how like Torsten like had already died from the party, and we'll go to Orion, and I guess I don't have to like carry him, but like use like an action to get him up. That way he doesn't. That way he doesn't have to use half his movement to get up or something.
Okay, yeah, I would say use your action to pick him on up.
Okay. Cool. And then so pick him up and say, all right, glad you're back. All right, this is where I want to like try my thing. I would like to yell out to the dragon, yell, "Dragon, we are friends of Grimshill. We mean you no harm. And we are not here to steal. We are on errands for Grimshill." See if that does anything.
Okay. Is that it?
And so 5, 10, 15. And then, yeah, like I'll do that just, well, Orion will be able to. I'll move up to like Whisper area. And then that'll be my turn.
Wow, look at us, all nice and lined up.
All right. Coming out. Grimshail. That treacherous, blind
God dang
asshole.
Yep.
Yeah, he'll use his movement over here. Goes. I will delight in devouring his pawns.
Alright, well, I'm messing out, you guys. Excited to re-roll with you.
So Ars kind of smiles nervously and says, "If we knew you were here, we would not have come."
All right, so he comes in as he says this. His jaws try to close around Xanatos. That is a 25 to hit.
Yeah, my armor's busted.
That is 13 piercing damage.
Ha!
2
59.
acid.
Tough. So it's actually 10. And how much acid?
2.
Okay. Alright.
Okay. It's going to move around and get a nice claw on ours.
Would that not provoke opportunity from Xanatos?
He was 10 feet away from Xanatos.
Oh,
Did this. And that is a natural 20.
Silvery barbs. Ars sees this massive freaking dragon claw at him, coming at him, and he whispers a word in Celestial, which is pretty much to the effect of "No, no, no, no." Just no, really. And he is going to try and Dark Souls dodge out of the way.
Okay, so Silvery Barbs, that is a 22 to hit.
He does not dodge as cleanly as he had hoped.
Yes, but the crit does not happen. That is 12 slashing damage.
We're sorry we woke you up. We're sorry we woke you up.
And then,
So Ars has got this massive gash now.
yeah, he'll end up doing his second attack. For 23 to hit ours.
Oh man. Okay, that hits.
Let me click it. 8.
Yeah, so that really freaking hurts.
Oh, very good.
Ars yelps as he's like put on nearly death's door, getting smacked around by this massive dragon.
As he smiles at your pain. You will learn to respect Xenothex. And we'll go to Calder.
All right. Fuck it, I might as well try. I'm gonna cast Phantasmal Force on him. Well, I'm gonna look down at Whisper and be like, "Oh, you're a lot stronger than I realized," and like climb off Whisper's shoulders. Since she was fireman carrying me, and I will cast Phantasmal Force. Or actually, hold on. Bonus action. Oh, wait. Do I have one on me? Let me double check my equipment. Normally, I have to use I pull out a wand that you have not seen me ever pull out, and I will cast Phantasmal Force on the dragon. Int 13.
Very nice. 14.
Fuck. I guess I'll try and move north some to again spread out per Whisper's prior instructions.
Okay. Orion,
Oh, and I'll summon my my greatsword.
you got it.
That's just a bonus action.
Let me know if I can do this or not. I would like to run over, and I would like to know if it be possible I can shove ours out of the way to basically disengage ours and take ours' spot as an action.
Yeah. I'd say I'll allow that for an action.
All right. I am going to, since Xanatos got me up, I'm going to push through Xanatos and Whisper, and I'm going to shove ours back and out of the dragon's way and be like, your aunt would not be happy with me if I let you die like this.
Ryan, no!
And I will bonus action. I will also cast bonus action healing word on ours for 8 healing.
Thanks.
And then I'm gonna turn up to the dragon, and I'm just gonna be like, Grimshale said we were better than you anyway.
Whisper.
Yeah,
We gotta lock in. Either we're going to go full on, we're gonna kill this thing, or we're gonna get all the way out of here.
oh, there's no fighting this thing. We just, yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I hate to do it, but action dash.
Do it. Get out.
Gosh, we're not gonna outrun this thing. It's huge.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope. That is it.
All right, Alec.
Looking over at Selkis, I clearly said run, right? And yeah, I'm going to. Man, I'm gonna have to use that later, so I'm gonna have to save it. So for now, I'm just gonna move 30 feet away, because I don't think we can kill this thing, because I don't think we've done any damage to it so far. And so I'm just back 30 more feet. But I am going to try to firebolt it to at least maybe distract it from someone else. And that's going to be an 11 to hit.
You just kind of harmlessly hits the scales.
We're doing great, y'all.
Run.
Oh, that took care of that itch. And then we'll go to ours.
So ours looks frantically at Orion, Xanatos, and Calder, and then up at the dragon. He sucks in a deep breath. Okay, let's get out of here. And he is going to take his friend's advice. Even though he isn't really sure what to do, he's gonna try and just hoof it. So, yeah, ours is gonna dash as well. Yeah, so he's all the way up here with them.
All right. Running quickly from the black dragon. And then Celicus.
Okie dokie. Well, I suppose I could still I could do my original plan in a different way. So Celicus is going to move. That's pan. I want to select. Is 30 feet towards Orion. And then I'm going to.
What are you going to
Then I'm going to. I'm just reading my action search because it says that.
You just can't do a magic action,
Yeah.
I think.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So then I'm going to use my action to cure wounds him. You get 11 healing.
All right.
Thanks.
And then
We need to run though.
I know.
Hmm. Wait, so ours gets an idea. You can like see it on his face. It's like maybe there's another way to handle this.
Okay. Well, anything else for Celicus' turn?
That is it.
Okay. Xanatos.
Okay. So Ryan's healed. Okay. Calder's healed. Okay. All right. I have a question on like the spell. So lay on hands. It's just if you touch someone, like I don't suppose you can do like two people at once, like two hands. Like, could you? Like, touch me and then touch someone and do it at the same time?
No, it's like it's an action
Okay.
per
Alright.
yeah
Okay,
person.
that's fine. Okay. Okay, here's what I want to do. I want to use my favorite spell, Thaumaturgy, and I want to either Thaumaturgy or Mage Hand, whichever one like would allow me to do whatever I want to do, and I want to hit the gold pile to where it gets knocked over, and hoping to distract this young black dragon. So that way, because obviously the trigger, like when the gold fell, so I want to like alert it over there.
Into
Okay.
the water so that it has to save its gold.
Like do as much as I possibly can, like with either Mage Hand or Thaumaturgy, whatever gives me the best effect.
Speed Mage Hand.
Alaric, it's acid.
Yeah. No. Go ahead and roll.
Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll your spellcasting modifier, please.
Okay. What?
Wisdom.
How do I
for
do
you.
that?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
check.
Okay. Oh, do
He's
wisdom
a paladin?
Cool. Yeah.
Oh, you're a paladin. I'm sorry. I don't know why I thought you were a cleric. So that'd be charisma.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Why I got
Charisma.
that weird in my head.
Just
All good.
15.
Okay. With that, there's a large. It just starts. You just find like the right Jenga block of gold as it starts to fall down, and Lexnothex looks. Oh,
Yes. Okay. Cool. And then I'm gonna use all of my movement to just GTFO 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And that will be my turn. I'm going to save Lay on Hands if we get out of here.
Got it. Yeah.
Y'all looking very lined up there.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about it.
Oh no! Oh no!
It is going to retreat over here to try to catch the gold and use its action to get it all so it's no longer moving in, and then hop into the water a little bit here and begin to move. But it does stop the pile. You did seem to distract it well enough
Nice.
to keep its gold. My precious is Calder.
Okay, let me double check how this works. Okay, I guess it comes later. Sadness. I am going to bonus action shift. So getting all hairy again. Claws extending from my fingertips. So I'll get how many temp HP? 4 whopping temp HP.
Okay.
But that does boost my speed to 40. So I will I believe I should technically be next to Whisper, because I had got, or not. Wait, where did I get off from Whisper?
Right there. Whisper move.
Oh, okay. Because I had moved up a little bit, so I will grab my brother and drag him as much as I can. So I have 40 total movement, so however much it was to get there, then I will action dash and drag my brother with me.
Okay.
So
So-
you use 15 to get up to him.
So then, so 35, so 75, so 35 I can move him and I. Right? Because it's half
Yep.
movement?
There we go.
Can we
Look at that.
see the dragon?
Barely.
So that's bonus action, action, movement. Yeah, that's all I got.
Got it. Orion.
As I'm running past Celicus, I just kind of grin at him as I go. Since I'm furry again.
Celicus just stares and like, bitch.
All right. It is 60 feet. All right. So I am actually going to stop where I am right now. And I am going to hold an action to shoot this thing in the face with a ray of frost if it comes out of the water before Celicus gets behind me.
Okay, sounds good. And then Whisper.
So as she's moving forward, she'll keep going, but she'll say, "Rock and a hard place. We're between rock and hard place. The guys ahead. Don't forget about them." And we'll just move her 30. I don't know where that is off the map, but
Yeah, sounds good. Alaric.
As I keep going, I'm curious how close the tunnel is.
So
To this-
the tunnel is 100 feet long.
So leaving this chamber, I'm in the tunnel currently.
Yeah.
Okay. Does the tunnel start where the map starts?
Where the map ends, though, yeah. Like starts, yeah.
Okay. All right, then I'm just going to move another 30 feet and stay there. That's my turn.
Ours.
Okay, so ours had a light bulb go off in his head, and so how far down the bridge would he have to be within 30 feet of the dragon? Like right here?
Don't go in the water, ours, because it's acid.
Yeah, just about there, yep.
Okay. So ours is still harnessing the magic within himself, the divine magic. And he is going to start changing things around. He is going to use Font of Magic. He's going to sacrifice all 3 of his sorcery points to create another 2nd level spell slot. And then, speaking with words of celestial power and smoothness, he's going to lock eyes with the dragon. And he's going to begin speaking. And he says, "You should let us leave here with as much gold as we can carry, without trying to fight, kill, or stop us." And this is suggestion.
Okay. This is wisdom?
Yes, it is a wisdom saving throw. He also has innate magic on.
6.
That is a fail.
Okay. Anything else?
So after doing that, can ours tell that it worked?
Yeah, I think you see. Well, you can. What does your magic look like as you do this? What's the visual?
So ours goes over to the side of the bridge and looks at the dragon, and then you can see this kind of white, pale golden light start burning in the skin beneath his throat. And as he starts speaking, light leaks out from his mouth and kind of resounds with this very powerful celestial feel. Almost like he's talking with some kind of unnatural authority. And he suggests this course of action to the dragon. And some nearly transparent kind of celestial runes float around his head, vaguely creating a halo.
Okay. So you see the runes kind of fly around the dragon's head and seem to embed themselves into the scales. Seemingly you believe your suggestion worked.
So ours kind of lets out like a a sigh of relief and also joy. He says, "It worked! I can't believe it worked!" And he looks back at the others and he says, "I enchanted the dragon. It'll let us take as much as we can carry and leave."
Baby Angel says what?
I enchanted the dragon.
How long does that last?
As much as 8 hours. Or until we're way the heck out of here.
I guess we'll see what happens next turn.
Okay, yeah. And then yeah, that's ours' turn.
All right, so Celicus.
Stelicus is going to look back and forth between ours and the dragon like multiple times, and then he's gonna, let's see, 5, 10, yeah, it's only 10 feet. He's gonna move forward 10 feet, pick up some gold.
Whatever you guys
Put
do,
it away.
don't hurt the dragon. It'll break the spell.
There's
Or if it has any
no
meaning.
reaction as he's picking up gold.
No, there's no reaction.
So he's gonna continue to pick up some gold.
Sounds good. We'll go to Xanatos.
Okay. I don't trust the GM. I don't trust this at all. And so I would like to hold my action in case we are still in initiative after me and to act upon. Can I do that if we are still in initiative? I'm waiting until we're out of initiative, like for this.
Characters holding your action for the end of a mechanic. Fair enough. I think until they know it is safe or whatnot, it's fair enough.
Okay, then I want to hold my action in case, like, I'm like, Xandos is like looking at this dragon, like knowing like this thing can like easily go up, and to have a freaking kid like have like affect this dragon, like he is not buying it at all. So he's like ready to like grab ours and to like just leave, and so he's just like waiting for the other shoe to drop, basically.
Good. Okay, so Luxonarthex kind of flies up and lands, and kind of strangely, take all you can carry, but no more.
Says, Ars nods, and he looks at the others and he says, the wording matters. If you take more than you can carry, I don't know, it might break the spell, at least for you.
So we will leave initiative, and y'all.
Okay, cool. All right.
Oh man, that was so intense. Okay, still is.
So, given enough time, here, I will, over here in the private chat, give you the coinage. And you already got 3 items, but it's really the coins that are left.
The real question is, how much does all of that weigh?
Yeah,
Ars
that
and
would be-
Brennan,
Well, it's
he's-
50 coins is a pound,
Yes.
but you also have to have containers in which to put coin.
Yep.
Also, our specified gold, so you can't take any platinum.
Oh, dang. He did. Okay.
Good. You can thank your stars for Jonathan right there.
So what you're saying is we get 1,500 gold.
So Calder says this, and Ars kind of like bites his lips, like, and says beneath his breath, "Oh, I need to get
That's all
better
right,
at
Ars. You did good. It's a lack of experience. You'll
Yeah.
learn in time.
At least you didn't jump into the lake. That's acid, by the way.
Ars smiles real big and wide, and he starts clapping his hands together really happily. He's just so proud of himself.
To be fair, that's over a third of the value of the coin. So it's,
Yeah.
it's nice.
Ars is going to try and pick up as many gold coins as he can, too.
Where was it posted? Oh, in this chat. I'm here having to like. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, 1,500 gold shouldn't be too crazy for you all to pick up. Like that's not.
No.
And if
Where's
need be,
the-
I have a blanket I can turn into a sack.
Would this be a fun point to point out that Whisper has a bag of holding?
Oh, yes.
So it's only 30 pounds of gold. So, yeah, 30 pounds worth of gold.
Yeah, but a backpack only holds 30.
True, but technically, I'm pretty sure the equipment that they give you in said backpack is over 30. So I look at that more of as like a fake amount that it holds.
Like with that, like Xantos will go to Whisper and say, "Hey, so you have that bag of holding, right?"
I do.
Okay, and he's gonna take out the huge gauntlet that he took from like the big like statue thing.
Wait. That was a question. Because Whisper didn't say she had a bag of holding.
Oh god dang it! Sorry, my bad. I didn't listen. Did you know that the lake is actually acid? Like,
No. It's acid, you say. I thought that it was. Whisper will volunteer this information to you all now, as she sees you all trying to. I'm like, I mean, I don't know if this is like a Fadil, which literally means all you can carry, or if it also means all you can carry in your bag. But I have a magical bag.
Well, the more important part was the stipulation on gold. So, because that is part of the Fey deal. I would not trust the rest of that.
Yeah.
Ars kind of goes back to looking a little bit disappointed himself.
So, Ars, what did we learn? We learned that the next time that you charm a dragon, you just state all the coin we can carry.
and you do that first in the
And
very
you say, and not even just coin, you
All the
state
Treasure.
all the
Treasure.
treasure. Yeah, you just want to be as vague as possible.
I'm just
Can I
gonna
blow
throw
the
this
clip,
out.
too?
Is
I'm
doing
glad
this
we're-
in front of the dragon a good idea?
That's a
Just
great
saying.
question.
Maybe we
And
should.
The dragon situation is handled.
Yeah.
You know, that might be a
We all
paradox.
look pretty rough, and we still have to pass by those 7 people we left behind with more treasure than we came in here with.
No, because your nice little fancy bag will make it so that they don't see any of it.
I'd like to go back
But-
to what Celica said. Like, why would they leave all this treasure here?
because they didn't want to mess with the dragon, but okay.
And if we
So
walk
we
out-
see how they react to us coming back,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
based on that,
Another party I leave
we
down
can
here. I don't know.
see whether we need to talk our way out, or if we're gonna have to be, or we can be like, hey, you know, there was only 6 of us. We could only carry so much. You're welcome to the rest of it, type deal. Like, hey, you let us pass. You can have the rest. So we took care of the problem.
Hopefully, like,
Okay. We're
Arms
good.
goes back to
Could-
beaming, and he just starts jumping up and down, smiling, and he says, "Guys, I can't believe it! I charmed a dragon!" I'm sorry, I just...
No, you are rightfully excited. But now that we've collected all the all the gold that we were going to be allowed to carry out, we should head back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. Of
Wait,
course.
I have a question. So, how long is a short rest?
An hour.
1 hour.
Okay. So the stipulation was that we take the gold and like then leave. I think like in that wording that as long as we leave, we satisfy. And so would
We get
should we like do a short rest here, like, and then leave?
we could rest here. The wording was that he let us leave without trying to harm, kill, or stop us. So until we're ready to leave, can't just moose us out. That wasn't part of the enchantment.
The tunnel itself is 100 feet long, so theoretically we could rest in the tunnel. But also, are we relatively out of earshot that Celicus could whisper something salacious, and the dragon might not hear it?
Yes.
What if we tell the dragon that those people stole something of his?
That's smart.
We
Are
have
you
apt
suggesting we send the dragon ahead of us?
Yes, we have apt descriptors of what some of them look like.
The enchantment
We
doesn't
have-
apply to them either.
We have more than descriptors, and I just minor illusion an image of.
Beautiful, Calder. We have literal images of what they look like, and perhaps a very angry young dragon.
Important
Wait.
question.
Bellaril.
I just wanted to clarify with Oz on one thing, because he mentioned not attacking the dragon. Does that include anyone? Or
No,
just
that's
us?
just us.
Okay.
It's just us. As long as we don't hurt it, the enchantment will stay.
Did anybody catch his name, perchance?
It was something like Lazenathax or something. I was kind of far away in the tunnel.
It was
Where is the
Yeah,
dragon
I think one of
currently?
his side effects was death.
It's on the
So
throne.
He's on the throne. So, do we want to try and?
I do want to point out that we are taking its treasure in front of it, and it sees this, and it's okay with this.
Yes,
But
yes.
then
Well,
we are going to tell it to go attack other people, and that spell might be broken, and it might still come after us because it knows we are taking its stuff. I do want to throw that out there.
only after the spell ends. The spell will go on for 8 hours or until we're way away from it.
Are you
How
are you
do you
like having
end
to
the spell?
focus? Are you having to focus at all on the spell currently?
Yes, I am. If someone hits
So,
me
yeah,
really hard, yeah.
Ours. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but if somebody blows on you slightly too hard, you might lose concentration. Not even hit you. So maybe we don't try and talk the dragon into doing our dirty work. Maybe we take the probably unrecommended short rest
Yeah.
and then just
Perfect.
deal with it ourselves.
A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. We're gonna lose both birds here. Like, let's just.
I trust you guys. You've done right by me this whole time.
Though
And-
Celicus, that is much sneakier of you than I would have ever expected. A bit underhanded, you might even say.
They were dicks. I don't like them. They don't like me.
Bellarill's not all bad. He's let me go a number of times. Why, I'm not sure. So shall we
Start
take
making our
that
way out.
rest?
Uh,
Or
I'm willing to try it.
My energies are. I don't
And-
think a small rest like that's going to be able to help me.
Well,
You know.
the longer we stay here, the less likely we are to encounter them on the way out.
That's true. It's true. I hope we don't. I hope we don't meet them again. I don't want to have to fight them.
So, who's in favor of trying to rest here?
I am.
I am.
Yes, but more so in the tunnel than in this room.
Exactly what Salka said.
I'm okay with that.
I just wanted to make sure that the tunnel doesn't count as leaving.
I've made many understand the deals with Faye, and the deal was allow us to leave.
This
Not-
magic isn't
To us.
fey in nature.
Say what?
Ours says, my magic isn't fey in nature. My magic is an extension of my will. And it's celestial. The spirit of the thing matters just as much.
Not really.
Yes,
I'm just going to tell you right
words-
now, because the nature of the spell is 25 words or less, and that nature of it is very much by the word, because you are overwhelming. Just to kind of give that a little bit,
Okay.
and it's and the dragon's own understanding.
Okay.
Like it's not. But continue.
I just thought it might try to immediately try to kill us as soon as we enter that tunnel.
Yes,
I have
you're right.
I have a potential solution for that if we run very quickly, but we would need to rest right here amongst the treasure.
You're the wizard, Alaric. You're the smartest out of all of us. If you say that's what we should do, I think that's what we should do.
I mean, I think that if the smart thing would have done would be to leave with the treasure we were sent down here for, and then work on getting other treasure. But you're right.
That would have been the
wizard was
wisest
smart
thing to do,
person.
not necessarily.
Yeah,
the
Whisper.
smartest.
That's the wiser take.
Yeah, I think I trust wisdom over intelligence.
It's just harder to come by wisdom. Intelligence you can study to increase your intelligence
It's true.
compared to
We're
like
resting, right? We're resting in here.
wisdom requires failure usually.
Is ours able to rest while maintaining concentration?
You wouldn't be able to gain the benefits of a short rest while concentrating.
Okay. So ours would voice that. He would say, look, guys, keeping this enchantment up, it's taken up space in my mind. I don't think I'm going to be able to let myself fully wind down.
All right,
Do
so
you guys take
you
the rest you need?
you keep us safe, and we'll rest. And I'll pat you on the back and be like, "You're doing great," and I'm gonna cast Healing Word on you at 2nd level.
Ours is already pretty much entirely healed. It's not necessary.
Okay.
Healed
Then
completely done.
I will cast it on my brother. Why is it not letting me upcast? Let me check my settings.
Okay, so can I press the button for short rest? Like, are we all okay with that?
You may take a short rest.
Okay.
Are you attuning?
I'm not
Oh, the
gonna lie.
axe?
I have no idea.
To the axe.
I'm not gonna lie. I have no idea what that means. Like,
Oh.
new player, like I don't know what that means.
Oh yeah, sure. Okay, so with any magic item, spending an hour with it and going through what's called an attunement process, lets you know like what it does, and you're able to use abilities. You unlock abilities of the item, basically.
Do I still get benefits of short rest, or is it like one or the other?
You do it while you're short resting.
Oh, then heck yeah! I
It's
wanna do
one
it.
of the
That sounds
benefits of a
awesome.
short rest.
Heck yeah! I
Is the
want to do
ability
that.
to
for
attune
sure.
to an object.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's 4d4.
And by the way, some people can decide to do that with the amulet or the staff or the gauntlets that you have.
Except those are in my bag currently, which it didn't see us take.
Correct.
So I'm gonna not pull those out in front of it and start attuning to them.
Can't get us killed.
Obi, heal for 11.
Hooray!
And then I will short rest.
All right. I'm going to Arcane Recovery.
And so all throughout this rest, Ars is standing up, looking over at the dragon, and he's just got a kind of like almost like a sort of like intense look on his face, like he's really focusing intently. Just power is kind of oozing out of him.
Oh, during the short rest, I'll go over to Orion real quick. Orion, do you remember? So you have the hilt, and now you have the blade of those two weapons, right?
Yeah.
Don't
the
pull those
room-
out.
Right. Don't pull them out. But just something.
Half the blade. The top of the blade is still broken.
Oh, it's
Oh.
not a full. I see.
So I'm missing just the tip.
Well, if you do happen to find the whole thing at some point, that space we passed through earlier where we met Xanatos's not so friendly acquaintance, there was a magical forge in that room that had very specific rooms. I didn't have enough time to really study it, but from what I could discern, it looked like that forge might be able to actually repair that weapon.
That would be super awesome. I mean, I don't know what it does, but if it's magical and it was broken, I mean, imagine what broke it.
Right. I'm certainly interested to find out.
I am too.
Mike put in there, it is a Berserker Axe.
Okay, how do I
Ooh.
add it to?
So in your
My
magic
inventory?
items, you should be able to add inventory.
Okay, add inventory
And then,
or manage inventory.
Under manage inventory, search the Berserker.
Oh, great axe stuff. Okay, or is it the battle axe or great axe?
Great X.
Berserker Axe, Great Axe.
Cool. This weapon is cursed. Awesome. Okay, I'm down with that.
Yeah, you are now with it, so you could read the curse.
Remember earlier when you said you didn't trust the DM?
I know it.
I'm pretty sure somebody else said, "Oh, just give it to Xanatos. He'll attune to anything."
Yes, I did.
Yep. I see, but now I know this, and so I'm like now more willing and like, okay, like, I know that there's catches. So, yeah, I know this is a monkey's paw and not just a shriveled up hand.
So, what's your curse, buddy? For the
don't
players'
know.
sake,
It's funnier if
the
we don't know.
players can know.
So it says as long so one thing is you're unwilling to part with the weapon, keeping it within reach at all times. So I love this thing. I also have disadvantage on attack rolls with other weapons.
Ooh.
Whenever another creature damages all the weapons in your possession, you must succeed on. Oh, here. Okay, here it is. Succeed on a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw, or go berserk. This berserk state ends when you start your turn, and there are no creatures within 60 feet of you that you can see or hear. Sweet. Okay, you know what? I appreciate this, Matt. I feel this is very in character, and I appreciate you.
Yes. What berserk you regard the creature nearest to you that you can see or hear as your enemy? Is the
Yep,
thing.
that's great.
I didn't get to the second
First
paragraph.
to keep
so I'm
moving.
So
So, what's
it's
the
like,
benefit?
so it's like a worse sort of vengeance. Worse Debatable.
It's a +1 to attack and damage, and
That's a bonus.
hit point maximum increases by 1 for each level you have attained.
It's like having
Okay.
2 extra on. That's pretty good.
Like a baby tough.
Yeah.
It's great for him.
It's pretty beneficial.
Yep.
I've had some fun with the Sword of Vengeance before, so
Yeah, you have.
yes, I have.
All right. So, did the dragon perchance go to sleep,
No,
or was it just watching us this whole time?
it is watching. It is not. Like I said, I think at this point it's charmed, so it's like watching its good pals going, oh, wish I had coffee, but
Well, it's been a pleasure.
Mars is pretty much
Uh,
staring at the dragon the whole time.
We unfortunately have to make our way.
Let's go ahead. Well, we haven't done a break yet. Let's go ahead and do an official break. We'll do 10 minutes, I think, just to
All right.
do a little different here.
Oakley dokley.
Okay.
Alrighty. So we've short rested. Xanatos now has their sick looking axe tuned.
And is sick in the process.
What would you like to do?
Okay. So I'm not certain if he's going to attack when the first person leaves or the last person leaves. So I was thinking we all just run at the same time.
Well, ours did specify we, so I think it's probably the last.
So,
But-
Alaric, what is your plan? Because if we need to like cave in this wall, we can. But we see you have something you want to do.
Well, I was wondering about discussing that plan in earshot of the dragon.
That's fair.
Let's just start walking out.
Oh, I think running as fast as we can.
Sorry. Let's get out, and then let's just get in the tunnel.
All right, let's do it. And Xandos is ready.
Acidic tunnel. Okay, so we run.
So when everybody's ready, I think gonna try and run. Alaric is only running 30 feet so that he can cast a spell. Hopefully
Very
everybody runs past him.
Ours is going to bash. No.
I am definitely running.
All right, good.
Definitely out.
Okay, so you run, and actually, when you get back to the main room, those you interacted with before are gone.
Oh, it didn't chase us immediately?
It did not.
Cool.
Oh.
I'm not saying that we shouldn't collapse the tunnel, but I don't know if we should really tempt fate much more and just get out of here.
We definitely shouldn't tempt fate much more. I think we've gotten away with a lot.
Yeah.
Now there is an unexplored north passage from the workshop area that you come back to.
We should.
All right.
I was laughing at me. We should have tapped fate. Then meant like, but against the temptation.
So when we're in this room, does the forge look like it's still lit? Like it could still, like things could still be worked in it?
Oh, yeah, you think you can get it working?
Okay. Does
Are
anybody
you
still
proficient
have?
with Smith's tools?
No. Well,
Wait,
no,
so
no. Sorry,
ours
what I
would.
was gonna say is that forge, anybody that still has damaged armor or weapons can repair it in that forge magically.
So ours
Oh.
would know if the spell dropped, right? Because it's a concentration spell. So if the enchantment's been broken or if it's ended,
Yeah. So currently, it's still allowing you to leave.
okay. So ours would relay that to the group and say he can feel the enchantment is still working. It doesn't consider us as having actually properly left yet.
Good to know.
So, Alaric, you're saying if I take the 5 minutes it takes for me to get out of my armor and just put my leather armor and put it in the fire, it'll magically be fixed?
I could inspect the runes a little bit closer now that we have maybe the time. But when I took a quick glance at it, that's what it looked like they were using it for earlier.
Oh, you found that pearl you needed, right? Maybe that can help?
Yes, it can. And I'll go over to the forge. and I'll get out my spell book. I'll take the pearl and start focusing and kind of chanting under my breath and start attempting the 10-minute ritual it takes to identify this forge.
Okay. So with the
All right,
forge,
Ars, just let us know.
it is an Arcana
I
check.
will.
No, sorry. With no smithing skill, this magically repairs a weapon that's placed inside. If someone is proficient with smithing tools, they can repair any damaged weapons and armor.
Do I know how long that takes?
Like an hour or so.
Okay. I will relay that information once I know it to everyone else.
Any smiths among us?
No, but I know
in addition-
Celicus had had her stuff damaged, so
You do.
That is-
You are able to find a potion of greater healing in here,
Oh.
as well as a flask of alchemist fire.
Nice.
So I was going to ask why Alaric was casting that. Would it be possible for me to also cast detect magic? Because now I'm kind of curious so I can find the end of this sword.
Okay. Yeah. You don't see anything in this area, though you haven't explored the north.
So what you're telling me is there's a chance.
So right, it can, unless one of you is a smith by trade, then we can just do weapons.
I mean, I know how to work leather armor, not armor made of metal. Sorry.
Does anyone need a weapon repaired?
Yes.
Do you? Do you really?
yes.
With a dragon right behind us?
I suppose I have to for a reason.
All right. So do we want to stay down here, I guess is the real question, and keep searching?
No.
Or, and there's where my other was, do we just get out, take the fact that we've gotten the 1500, a bunch of cool stuff in the bag, and we figure out if we're going to come back down here again?
Well,
I
if
think
the light
that-
breeze hits me and I lose control of this spell, the dragon might come barreling after us, so maybe we shouldn't stick around.
Yeah, I think we go make good on our deal with Grimshale, assuming that doesn't immediately get us killed. We leave and maybe get another contract with, and see what the knowledge that we're gonna bring back to the League gets us.
I don't
I
have
think
to
We still have a bunch of mimics to deal with on our way out, if everybody forgot, and that cavern.
Okay, Celicus has their weapon damage. If we have all these things that we might encounter, I think it's important for her to fix that, so that we have a
Celicus
better chance
has
of
a
dealing
second
with
weapon, which he just said.
if our next meeting with Grimshale goes sideways, I don't have the juice for another enchantment like that. I need some real rest first. I don't think we're gonna get that.
I vote to take what we have, return to Grimshale, and then decide what to do from there. But get back to Grimshale and return the item. That's my vote.
Hear me out. Grimshale didn't tell us we were going right into a young black dragon's lair. I think Grimshale fully expected us to die. And if we go back, I don't know.
No,
I
that's
don't
not what
know.
Grimshell said. Grimshell said that it was stolen by the travelers. We did that. We just happened to go in the wrong direction. This is not
You're
on
right.
Grimshell. This is on us. We are
You're
fine
right.
with Grimshell, but it could go sideways. But there's no reason to expect that it won't. We can always prepare, but there's not a reason to expect that.
You're right. I'm misremembering. I'm just still shaken.
I agree with Alaric,
I don't
but-
like the fact that our options are closed to us now.
That's how life works. Sometimes things get close to you. Anyway, I agree with Alaric. However, I do recommend we don't mention we name dropped the dragon that sent you here.
Very good point. It did say that Grimshell was a traitor. And so they are obviously not friends.
But maybe they were friends once. Traitor.
So we
implies
just we don't mention the encounter we had. We say, "Hey, we found your thing. Here you go," and hopefully they don't eat us. And we somehow manage to crawl back across the cavern with the winds that don't let you fly, and then make our way through the pillars of mimics, and then get out and see what the league will pay us for both the knowledge of one, possibly two dragons, and the armor piece that Xanatos is carrying around from that construct, and potentially, if we don't care for some of the things we found, turn those in also. Yes?
I trust y'all's judgment. I'll do what
would-
you guys want.
I just had a thought. Would you mind waiting in this room just 10 more minutes before we set off? And I hold up the pearl and I take out the eye.
My spell
That's
is still
fair.
holding for now. So, yeah.
And I sit down. I put the quest item in my lap. And I hold the pearl and I take out my book and I focus through the pearl on the item to identify it.
Okay.
While Alaric is doing that, could I try to see where our thieves went?
Yeah, give me a survival check.
A 12. It almost was a 15.
Okay. 12, you can tell that they seem to have left the room the way that you all came in originally.
Is it also possible that I can just kind of look down the northern passage? I'm not going down it. I just want to make sure that if there's something, or like look for tracks,
Okay.
footprints, or anything that we could be worried that's coming back from that way.
You can see in.
Okay.
A faint light glows in the small chamber, littered with chunks of stone. The cavern looks like it was in the process of being expanded once, but the work never completed. The source of the dim light is a tiny crystal sphere orbiting a stalagmite near the center of the room. You see one of the orcs that you had seen before dead nearby.
Is my
Would that
detect
have
magic
been
still up?
You can see a fragment of the sword that fine a bit the tip that's lodged rocks the rocks on the far side of the room.
It's there. I can see it. It's 30 feet away.
How far is it?
my god!
Okay. Hold your horses, Obi. Whisper, what's the wise thing to do here?
You said it comes from failures. It makes me the wisest one in the room.
All right.
So-
I'm revealing some of the map here.
We're back to the map.
Yeah.
I was like, where?
Is the forge where Xanato, where we all are? The little blue circle?
Nope. I'm going to take that blue circle and move it to the forge. Here's the forge.
Okay.
Hey, Madam Sharon.
Yeah, I was like, can somebody help me? I can't see it. It does. Maps doesn't work on mobile devices.
I put a little red square where you see the fragment.
Well, I'm not there for sure.
Actually, the fragment, I'm sorry, is going to be right here.
All right. So me and Cal are like standing right here then, because that's the only way I could probably see it.
Yeah, you're like just coming in.
Yeah.
Like,
I'd be,
don't
like,
go
right-
too far because I'm being just giving
Nope.
you the little peek here.
All right. I'm gonna say I'm like right there, just at the. It's
Makes
maybe like the
sense.
corner glow.
So,
So Whisper is going to turn to Briarblade and say, "Can you please go invisible? See that tiny bit of blade over there? Can you please try and bring it back? Watch out for that Orby thing."
Ours kind of like looks curiously at Whisper's fairy in like fascination and wonder.
Okay, wait, hang on, DM. All right, what's that thing at the very top there of the map?
What are you talking about? So, you are you're moving in, and so it's invisible. You say?
Yeah, I asked my pixie to go invisible and go over and get it,
Perfect. Okay.
and to watch the Orby thing.
All right. Then go ahead and give me the stealth with advantage.
Oh wow!
Dang.
Dang.
Okay. So it flies over.
You're muted, Bobby.
Sorry, it's actually 26. The 4 was the 2 d20s added together.
yeah.
Yes. Okay, 26. So it flies over, and you see the piece of the blade become unstuck as it begins to float across, and then we'll need a second stealth check with advantage.
A 16.
16. And slowly, it returns with the piece of the blade.
All right. Let's get out there. Out.
You all leave.
Well, you have Obi. You have all 3 pieces now, right?
Yeah, that's why I was going to go to this table, and I'm going to pull the hilt out, and then I'll pull the blade out, and then I'll look to Whisper and their little friend that just came back.
Yeah, Briarblade will hand it to you.
So what size blade is this?
Yeah, now that we're looking at it as a whole.
Yeah, looking.
The blade that was broken.
It seems to be a long sword.
Cal, it's the Master Sword. It's got an M. It's the Master Sword.
Ars, how you doing? You still got the tingle?
Is the spell still holding up?
Yep.
Ours.
Well, that's good.
What? Spells. Gosh. Ours nods and he says, "Yeah, the enchantment is still holding."
Okay,
Alaric.
Alaric's busy concentrating. Don't bother him.
Okay.
Maybe just assemble it on the thing and see if we can just take a peek and see if it starts reforming. If maybe like metal tendrils start sewing themselves back together.
All right. Is there like a tray or anything that it looks like goes into the forge, or is it just like I don't want to?
Yeah, I mean, there's
throw the
tools
pieces?
and things to put it together. Yeah, you can begin to work it.
Can Salgus like do theirs at the same time? Like do it like
Yeah, you can. That's fine.
Okay.
Just take the one
Okay.
hour.
All right. I will carry over the pieces of the sword, and with the very little knowledge, which is none, of how to smith a sword back together, I'm going to attempt to put it into the magic forge.
Okay.
You don't have to hit it. You just put it in there.
Well, you actually do, like, you begin to reforge it, like it guides you.
Oh, okay.
So it kind of just turns into like a mini game on an app. Hit here. Hit here.
Cable too, like
It's like a lit RPG.
It guides you very well.
Stab the
But-
friend next to you.
Do any of
And-
are like the runes in this forge like draconic in nature?
They're not. They tend to. It looks like they tend to be more of gnomish.
Oh, I read Gnomish.
Yeah, I mean they don't necessarily say things. They're mystical runes, so they don't have necessarily a literal like a letter meaning or prepositional meaning. But you follow, and over the course of time here, as you repair the sword, the hilt itself seems to shift and begin to glow as it's put to itself, and a reptilian eye opens up in the center of the hilt, and the crossbars take the appearance of sharpened teeth. The blade itself gleams and almost has the appearance of being made of scales, in addition to metal.
This takes, you said, what, an hour?
Mm-hmm. So while that is going, we get some information from Identify. So, this is known as the Eye of the Firstborn. While attuned to the Eye of the Firstborn, the wielder gets an ability called Draconic Foresight. As a bonus action, give yourself advantage on one ability check, attack, roll, saving throw made in the next hour. Second ability is Presence of the Ancients. You can reach out to draconic spirits that can guide you or give you legends. Once per long rest, you can ask, and it will get answers, possibly mysterious phrases, little bit known with the kind of commune spell with a little added ambiguity, but specific to Draconian lore. The ruins themselves. And the last ability is the protection of scales. So for long rest, you can gain, you can be covered with a dragon scare aura for 1 minute, granting you resistance to non-magical slashing, piercing, and bludgeoning, and increasing your AC by 1 for the duration.
Well, Lorik, since my brother's got a hammer for another 50 minutes, you want to do these two? The
And I mean, yeah, that's what Alaric would do, is identify ritually, but that can be.
Do you share any of it?
So after finishing on the eye, on the eye of the firstborn, Alaric goes,
The firstborn known as Agamotto.
he goes, we agreed to bring this back. We didn't technically specify a time frame, did we?
Why?
Well, I have some things to share. And do we want to end it there because it's of the time? It's up to you.
Possibly. So you do that. As you might share it, Seleucus, give me a history check.
Oh.
Cast word bomb.
I will say this. I do have an ability where I could re-roll this. Because it says
Reroll.
when you fail an ability check, it says you can expend a use a second wind, and instead of regaining HP, you roll a d10 and add a result to it. Well, technically, I can't re-roll it, but yeah. So
Let's go.
ooh, so that was what, 7, right?
So 17? Because it was 9 and plus 8.
9 plus 8. So yeah, 17.
17.
Indeed.
So once you hear that, you recognize the name. The eye was commonly displayed in the Grand Council Chamber of Draconia and used by the leaders to glimpse hidden truths. The legends around it tell of it holding visions of the past, present, and future, and it is tied to the spirit of all the Draconians that came before. And it is said that it was used to found Draconia itself. So
We can keep going until 10:15 if you guys want to.
And we were identifying the sword. We said we were doing that.
Yeah. Well,
the sword, the staff, the amulet, and the.
All right, I'm going to finish just because I
Yeah.
don't want to forget
okay.
what everything is. Well, it's easier to get this out into the Discord. So the sword with the identify is a Dragon Slayer longsword.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
I'm going
Sick,
back.
Sick. Can you even use longswords, Obi?
Nope. It won't stop me from trying.
And let's see. Let me get-
I do.
All right. The gauntlets that you found are the gauntlets of ogre power.
Oh.
Ooh.
The staff is staff of the adder,
Mm.
and then the amulet is the amulet of proof against detection and location.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Mm.
And then we found a greater healing potion and a bottle of
Alchemist
Alchemist
Fire.
Yeah.
right in the
Earlier, yeah.
Make sure this is getting into people's character sheets or your logs or whatever.
Yep.
Just want to make sure.
So,
So who's getting what?
I will offer you, but Celicus, I want to offer to one of you two as the heavy hitters. Because I really can't use the longsword.
I
Roll it
can
out.
summon any weapon I want, and it counts as magical already. I think it's probably better on Celicus.
Well, Celicus,
I'm making grabby heads.
Alright.
I'm making grabby heads. Celicus probably wouldn't be. He'd be too kind of rolled about the eye of the firstborn.
all right, I'll give Celicus the Dragon Slayer.
Okay.
So, do you really still want to fix your other weapons?
I don't need to fix the flail now, man.
I'm not much for weapons, but what does that necklace do?
It prevents others from using divination magic to find you, more or less.
Really? But I could use that. The Idol Masters wouldn't be able to track me with magic anymore.
Yeah, but you have the bracelet already.
That's true. Okay.
I don't need the amulet. Someone else can take
Whisper,
that.
what about you?
Staff of the.
I don't have anybody looking for me, so
Dragon Slayer, long sword.
I got my pearl. I got what I
opposed
wanted.
to being stronger.
I mean, what was it?
I said I wouldn't be opposed to being magically stronger.
I mean, if Celicus is taking the sword, then I feel Cal should get the gauntlets then. Because it should only make his swings a lot better, right?
About 5%. But I can lift more, so I can help carry more loot that we left on that construct.
Well, why don't we do this? Xanatos, do you want to just give your axe to my brother, and then you could be stronger?
No, this axe is staying with me. I will die before one of you takes my axe.
All right, well,
Okay,
I'll go ahead and
whoa.
say-
It wasn't that serious. It was just a question.
Don't joke about my
no.
axe! And he'll just like hold his axe like ready to throw it down.
I didn't say anything about a weapon that you're holding. What are you talking about?
Alaric, would you like the staff?
I mean, I'll take it if no one else wants it.
I would say either Alaric
Whisper?
or Whisper.
yeah, no, I'm good.
I can hold.
You already
on to
have
it.
one buddy. What doesn't this turn into another buddy? You could just have a pack of buddies. I feel like I had a friend Jackie that used to have a bunch of different animals.
Your friend called him?
I ran into them in a couple different ports along the coasts.
Try to catch them all.
All right. So you've got your stuff. We can always decide who has it. I think we'll go ahead and end as we figure that stuff out and figure out what you all want to do next.
So who's getting the amulet of proof against divination?
We
I'm
can
okay
sort
with
that out over Discord, but I'm fine with you
Yeah.
taking it.
So I was watching.
I feel
Thank you so much, and we will catch you next week.
Good night.
All right.